Jayle Stacks, an all-purpose back from Cherry Creek, officially a Buff. About 5'10", 225, put together a really good senior season there at Cherry Creek.
Yeah, he was the 5A player of the year in the state of Colorado. Really, really talented player. Obviously was committed to Air Force. He was perfect for Air Force to be able to be one of their fullbacks, but it'll be interesting to see how CU wants to use him as sort of an offensive weapon. I think a lot of people might look at him as a running back, but this is a guy that they're going to be able to move all over. And he produced as a running back this past year at Cherry Creek, 9.4 yards per carry, and that's a really good number for any type of running back. Not even talking about a 225-pounder back there. So, yeah, I think this is a guy that can be an offensive weapon for this team.
He was 235 when he camped with the Buffaloes last summer. Mm-hmm. Not quite as explosive, so the staff kind of took a pass at that point. But dropping that 10 pounds really made a big difference. Had you seen him earlier in his high school career? Did you kind of notice a big jump with that 10 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he got a lot faster his senior year, and that probably has to do with losing the weight. It just seemed like he was able to get that breakaway speed during the senior year. I still think he ran something around like a 4.8 40 at the CU camp, even at 235. I think if he has cut that down to something around 4.65 for his size, is a really, really good speed.
Yeah, he's not going to be confused as a scat back anytime soon.
Yeah.
You look at this team, they return a lot of production. There's a few things, though, that they lose, and one of those is that third and short, fourth and short, you go LaVisca out of the Wildcat. It's a guarantee. Maybe it's a lot of pressure to put on Jayle Stacks, but I see him as a guy the staff thinking that he can be a guy that can fill a void in terms of short yardage situations.
Yeah, and we saw once Visca got injured, I think they went with the KD Wildcat, and it didn't go so well. So they are going to have to figure out something in short yardage situations, and I think having a guy like Jayle Stacks would be perfect to kind of run fullback dives. He can even be a lead blocker for you if you want to give it to one of your power backs like a Jaron Mangum. Yeah, I think he just gives you so many more options offensively, and I'm really interested to see how Jay Johnson wants to utilize him because he can play that H-back tight end. I know you said he's not a scat back, but he's a guy that you can kind of utilize like one because you can throw him around in different positions. And
he's going to come on board as a blue shirt. We saw that. I had to do some research on it last year when Luke Stillwell came in as a blue shirt because I didn't quite know all that meant. He was not allowed to take an official visit. They were not allowed to do an in-home visit. He will be on scholarship for the fall. It's kind of this loophole that you don't see happen all that often, but it allows them to bring him in right away, have him be on scholarship, but not count against that initial qualifiers number, which they were really up against.
Yeah, a really smart move by the CU staff to sort of recognize that once they got the interest on Jayle Stacks that, hey, don't bring him in on an official. Let's make sure that he's going to qualify as a blue shirt. So, yeah, I think that's a really good job. Obviously, it's going to help them because they are going to be one over the number, and that means that they'll be able to take Jayle Stacks a little extra body for this summer.
All right, Jayle Stacks, officially a Buff.